Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the season finale of Concordia University, Wisconsin women's basketball. Tonight, your Falcons play for some revenge against the Alverno Inferno, a team that beat the Falcons earlier in the season. I'm Bill Miller, joined by Nathan Kerner. And Nathan, what are the keys to tonight's game? What does Concordia have to do to come away with a victory, especially after receiving such a resounding defeat against this team earlier this year?
Well, the real keys here, Bill, are going to be intensity and focus. The Falcons are coming off a very disappointing loss to Wisconsin Lutheran College, who is now the #1 seed in the Northern Athletics Conference tournament. A game that was very close. Concordia led by as much as 7 in the second half. Coming off of that very disappointing loss, going up against the Alverno team that beat them earlier in the season, and has been shocking everybody this season. The Falcons need to play their basketball game against this very tough Alverno team in order to go in to the Northern Athletics Conference tournament with a little bit of momentum to check the heavy loss to Wisconsin Lutheran.
So Concordia already comes in with the 2 seed. They already have that sewn up. Don't have to worry about going on the road for their first game, dropping to the 3-8 all. What do they do to stay focused in this game?
Well, the big key here is going to be offensive firepower and just stopping Alverno's offense. Alverno is a very tricky team to peg here. They have all juniors and seniors. They have no youth on their team. They have a core of about 8 or 9 players who play. They have a very, very short man, and they do not lead in any major statistical category, but the one that always perplexed me here, and this is the key here, is that they have the least amount of personal fouls per game of any team, and the second least in turnovers per game, and they're third in defense in the Northern Athletics Conference. So this is a team that plays excellent defense and does not make very many mistakes. So Concordia needs to attack the basket and just play solidly on the boards on the defensive end.
A team that only has about 7 deep in their rotation, they have to be relatively foul-free. We'll see if Concordia can get them into a little bit of foul trouble tonight. Alverno coming into this game winning 3 straight. Their last game against Dominican, a 58-41 victory back on February 9th. The team shot 8 of 17, however, from the free throw line, but had 16 assists and forced 21 turnovers. Alverno is one of the better defensive teams in the conference as it comes to forcing those turnovers. And the reigning Devin Gorman, the reigning NAC Player of the Week, had 16 points and 6 rebounds in that game. And Kristen Spearschneider had 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 steals in that game. Concordia winning 4 of their last 5, but that last loss to WLC, an 81-67 defeat. Concordia 3 of 15, not a very solid 3-point shooting team anyway. 3 of 15 from the 3-point line in that game. And in their last meeting with Alverno, there were 9 of 30 from the 3-point line. Were the Falcons. Alverno in the last game, a 69-50 victory over Concordia, had 30 free throw attempts. So not only were they weren't in foul trouble themselves, they spent a lot of time at the line. Concordia, again, against WLC, against Wisconsin Lutheran. In their last game, Wisconsin Lutheran took 41 free throw attempts. So Concordia is going to have to keep the fouling down. And some of those players, Anna Butler, that we see almost in foul trouble perpetually, fouled out of that last game.
That's right, Bill. The Falcons need to play careful here. They need to be aggressive, as I said before, but they need to be careful here. Alverno is a team not to be underestimated. This is the best season Alverno has had since they have joined the Northern Athletics Conference tournament, only their 2nd winning season, the first being in 2010.
We will take a short break for the national anthem and be right back for more Falcons basketball.
Welcome to the Alverno for tonight's Women's Northern Athletics Conference basketball contest between the visiting Alverno College Inferno and your Concordia University, Wisconsin Falcons. At this time, we request that all who are able and kindly remove their hats as we honor America and those representing our country with the playing of our nation's anthem as performed by members of Concordia University, Wisconsin's step band.
And we want to welcome everybody back to the R. John Book Fieldhouse. And before we get to the starting lineups, there will be a presentation. Do not adjust your screens at home either. Concordia will be wearing their pink uniforms for their Pink Out Night, and that is for cancer awareness. And the gentleman at midcourt presenting the game ball will be John Jeske tonight, presenting the ball in memory of his late girlfriend, B. Nienhaus, who passed away from cancer 2 months ago. So a little bit of an emotional lift here for Concordia, as well as their driver gets to present this game ball on the last home game for the Concordia Falcons, and it'll be the last home game for a couple seniors as well for Concordia. Actually, not the last home game overall, their last regular season home game, I should say, as they should get at least one, hopefully two, hopefully three playoff games here at the Book.
That's right, Bill. Tiffany Henderson and Brittany Zelo, I've been speaking to them throughout the season. They're both very, very determined players here. Concordia is really going to miss the intensity and the poise that those two players bring to this team.
So we'll get to some starting lineups here, and then there's some more keys before this game kicks off. We'll start with the Inferno from Alverno. To start off, number 10, Anna Boteva, a 5'7" junior from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Number 11, Kayla Kennedy, a 5'7" senior from Trempealeau, Wisconsin. Over there by La Crosse. Kristen Spearschneider, a junior from New Franklin, Wisconsin, running 5'8". And Devin Gorman, the reigning NAC Player of the Week, 5'9" junior from Mosinee, Wisconsin. And Caitlin Sharon, a 6'1" senior from New Berlin, Wisconsin. So some height that Concordia will have to keep up with tonight, and they don't start Sharon every game, but they will put her in when they feel like they can get an advantage from her. For the Concordia Falcons, the same five you've basically been seeing all year. Brittany Zelo, number 4, a 5'3" senior from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Anna Butler, number 12, a 5'6" junior from Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Camille Parsons, a 5'9" junior from Urbana, Illinois. Tiffany Hendrickson, a 5'8" senior from Ingleside, Illinois. And Katie Luthi, a 5'9" junior from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. So before, as they're finishing up the starting lineups here, we'll talk about a bit of the future as well. As we mentioned, Concordia already clinched the number 2 seed on the men's side due to some flukiness, and we talked about this off the air and not necessarily agreeing with it, but they alternate the seeds in the NAC, so the men have the 4 seed, but do get a home game here on Saturday against MSOE, and they'll be looking for some revenge against MSOE in that game also here at the Book at 2 o'clock, and that is the start of the NAC tournament, so come on down for that. Concordia will follow, and our estimation, Nathan, is that they'll either play Lakeland or Edgewood.
That is correct here right now. Lakeland is awaiting Edgewood's game being played here today. Lakeland, actually, excuse me, that's the other way around. Edgewood has finished their season. Lakeland is playing today, and if Lakeland wins, it comes down to tie-breaking procedures because they'll be tied and both teams split the difference during the season, so the NAC will have to break out the tie-breaking procedures to decide that here. Alverno coming in here, and this seems, like you mentioned, the alternating system can be kind of confusing. Alverno's highest seed they can play for here today is 5, though they do have the 4th best record coming in here today. So Alverno has a lot to play here today, and Concordia, even though they literally lose nothing by losing here today, want to go into Saturday with some momentum into the Northern Athletics Conference tournament. A 2 seed is great, but no seed is safe when it comes tourney time. Definitely want to get some momentum going into the tournament itself, and it looks like Devin Gorman will take the tip for Alverno, even though Caitlin Sharon is about 5 inches taller. So Katie Luthi will actually have a bit of a challenge here on the opening tip. Very strange thing with Alverno. They do have a lot of size, but they're only 10th in the conference in rebounding. This is a very strange team and a very hard team to pin down. A real enigma in the Northern Athletics Conference. Ball controlled by Concordia. And here come the Falcons. Anna Butler outside right, now give to Hendrickson. Concordia in the pink uniforms. Alverno counters with the black uniforms. Butler now works her way left, give to Zelo. On the inside, it'll be a 2-3 zone employed against the Falcons so far. They can see if they can shoot out of it. Parsons inside, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Parsons now steps up, nothing there. Give back to Luthi. Luthi drives baseline, looking for something. Ball off the rim, no good. Rebound to Alverno. Good penetration there by Katie Luthi. The 2-3 zone so far, Alverno applying, is really tight there, trying to focus on keeping the ball outside and giving nothing on the post. Kennedy with the ball outside right, now give to Boteva. Now Spearschneider.
Spear-Schneider between the circles, guarded by Butler. Butler's had foul trouble in just about every game so far this year. Here's Gorman. 3 on the shot clock. Kennedy. Shot up and no good. Rebound to Concordia.
Concordia, in contrast to Alverno, staying in their patented man-to-man defense, a help man. Forcing an awkward shot there for Alverno.
Skip pass to Hendrickson. Nothing there. Butler now with the ball inside. Now Parsons. Parsons guarded closely. Now over to Luthi and a travel called on Parsons. The ball goes back to Alverno.
Camille Parsons wanted the shot there, but she found a defender right in front of there. Tried to get rid of the ball, but she took that extra stutter step before she did.
Ball coming into Alverno here. Let's Gorman now give to Spear-Schneider, and she will bring the ball up. Kristen Spear-Schneider about 10 points per game on the season, but only shooting about 30%. That's Gorman now looking inside. Kennedy loses the ball off her leg. The ball will go back to Concordia.
That was good defense by Brittany Zietlow, sticking there with Kayla Kennedy, forcing the turnover.
A 1-2-2 zone press here being employed. Parsons up ahead. She's got 3 on 1. Luthi spots up from 7. Up and good. Scoring is open. It's 2-0 Concordia.
Good sense there by Camille Parsons with the assist. You usually pass through a press there, but she saw the opening in the middle, drove down there. Concordia had the numbers.
Everybody peeled off of her as soon as she caught that ball. Boteva outside right. Now works her way to the front. That's Spear-Schneider. She spots up a long 3. No good. Rebound to Concordia. Here comes Zietlow. Zietlow up the floor quickly. Zietlow still moving. Nobody's guarding her. Down to the block. Now outside Butler. Butler give Luthi. Luthi quickly back to Zietlow. Alverno recovered nicely there. Parsons inside. Luthi. Nothing doing. Butler 17. Good. And a Butler got it. 4-0 Concordia.
Impeccable patience there by the Falcons. I really want, as much as I'm a fan of man-to-man, I like how way Alverno's playing the zone, but the Falcons did the right thing. They passed around and waited for the zone to shift a little too far. There was Anna Butler wide open at the top of the key.
Good strategy for Alverno to try to make Concordia shoot out of the zone. Gorman now to Spear-Schneider. Long shot, no good. Rebound to Concordia at Zietlow. Here she comes again, pushing the ball. Zietlow at 15. Give back. Hendrickson. Off balance. Now Hendrickson from 15 on the elbow. Good. Tiffany Hendrickson hits it at 6-0. Concordia in a 30-second timeout called by Alverno's coach Brad Duckworth. 6-0 with 3 minutes in to the first half.
Falcons trying to send the message to Alverno early. This is not the same team you played early in their season. They're trying to establish their dominance early, often, and as quickly as possible there. The Falcons doing an excellent job playing against a very tough zone, looking for shots in the perimeter, and they're falling now. Hopefully they keep falling throughout this contest.
A lot of what we saw out of Concordia in the last game was out of their stutters. You have to think, though, that the freshmen, they're only 3 games in that first appearance that they made against Alverno, that the freshmen coming off the bench will have an impact tonight as well.
That's very, very true. Megan Coonan, Allison Plugniak, Jazz Williams have refined their game and made a huge impact over the season as it has progressed. And like I said, they're going to be weapons that Alverno did not have to deal with at first in the earlier contest this year.
Ashley Berry in the game for Alverno as she replaces Sharon. Kennedy with the ball outside left. Now drives at 15, trying to duck under, nothing doing there. Ball knocked outside, it's Butler. Here comes Butler quickly up the floor. She's got a 2-on-1, now a 2-on-2. Butler up, and good, and a Butler got it. And it's 8-0 Concordia.
Concordia still dominating, doing exactly what they need to do on the defensive boards, and so far it's worked out for them. They managed to twice so far turn a defensive board into a fast break. Something
you don't always see out of Concordia as well, full court pressure being employed. Kennedy at 12 feet. Might have traveled there. She's picked up a pivot foot twice. Nothing called, and Butler get the steal. Butler again up ahead, and a foul called by Spear-Schneider. Butler will go to the line for 2.
That's the third fast break here from the Falcons to start the game here. And Kayla Kennedy made a very freshman mistake there. She picked up her dribble before she knew where the ball was going to go, and she was just trapped, and Anna Butler preyed on that bad pass that she made.
Kennedy looked like not only did she pick the ball up, but she picked her feet up a few times as well. Butler makes the first one, and it's 9-0 Concordia. Jazz Williams into the game for Hendrickson.
Anna Butler, you have to admit here, we've mentioned how she gets in foul trouble. So far she's playing an exemplary game. She hasn't fouled once, and she's been attacking defensively and turning into offense.
Second shot good for Butler. It's 10-0 Concordia We are almost 4 minutes into this basketball game. So Concordia has Alverno reeling and Butler again employing the three-quarter court pressure. Spearschneider up ahead to Barry. Barry now Gorman. Gorman's been quiet so far. Gorman now working away right, now back into the lane. Got around Parsons up and good. Nice move by Devin Gorman, and it's 10-2 Concordia.
Devin Gorman, one of the more exciting players on this Alverno team, showing exactly why, beating Camille Parsons, and Xana Butler again.
Butler down the lane, but missed that one, and Barry gets the rebound, almost threw the ball away, as Kennedy wanted no part of that pass. Spearschneider now give to Bateva. Right back from Bateva, and she is fouled. She will go to the line for two. Gorman with a nice give and go to Bateva. Got fouled on her way up.
Bateva caught Katie Luthi off guard there, managed to pass the ball and roll in there. Katie Luthi trying to get the block a step too late, and Concordia picks up the first foul of the contest so far, on their end anyway.
First shot for Bateva is up and good. Bateva averaging about 8.5 points per game on the season, but one of their better free throw shooters at 80% so far this year. The second from the junior guard is up, and it is good. 10-4, Concordia leads with 15.5 minutes left in the first half. Butler almost picked off there. Butler gets the pass, and she brings across. Now another skip pass. That one is picked off. And here comes Alverno. Kennedy up ahead. Bateva now on the right. Now inside to Barry. Barry turnaround shot. No good. She's short. Rebound to Butler.
I think Jazz Williams got a piece of that one. I don't think she was Ashley Barry was expecting to see Jazz Williams there.
Parsons. Now Butler. Now Williams. And swing quickly here to Zietlow. Zietlow now onto the baseline. Right back to Zietlow. Nothing was doing there. Parsons now from 17. No good. Rebound to Williams. Kicked the ball up. And Spearschneider grabbed it. So she's coming up the floor quickly here. Spearschneider on the right. Give to Bateva, now inside Gorman. Gorman at the free throw line, working on Zietlow. Gorman up and no good. Rebound to Concordia.
So far, Alverno's offense hasn't turned up really too much for them here. They're managing to get the ball inside, but their shots are just not falling this early juncture in the game.
Concordia ran out to a 10-point lead early and has since gone cold. Williams, now Butler. 14 on the shot clock. Work to Zietlow. Now Luthi. Luthi fires up a three. No good. Rebound to Alverno and Spearschneider.
It's a little early to try the three-pointers, in my own opinion, Bill. When you get a 10-4 lead, you're just testing the team out. You want to take smart shots early, and Katie Luthi almost had an after the shot foul right there.
Kennedy goes up and is stripped by Williams, and back comes Concordia. And you know, really, too, Nathan, they've shot so poorly from the three-point line in their last few games that it's something that I would imagine Coach Brunner-Jones wants them to get inside a little bit more, even though this is a 2-3 zone.
The Falcons can shoot the three-pointers. They got to warm up a little bit first here, and Zietlow misses one, and it looks like Luthi got called for a push in the back on that one.
Luthi with a push, the second team foul on Concordia, her first. Into the game, back into the game, I should say, for Alverno, Caitlin Sharon, and into the game for Concordia. Megan Coonan in for Luthi, and Palukniak is in for Butler. Alverno with the ball outside, now Kennedy with the ball at 17. Picks up her dribble, give to Gorman. Gorman guarded by Zietlow. Ball inside, tapped away by Williams, but gathered now by Barry. Barry, step back, jump shot, and it is no good. Rebound to Gorman. She went right over Williams, got the rebound, and got the two.
That was almost an over the back there, but good awareness by Gorman to realize that she could out-rebound Jazz Williams simply by height advantage alone.
Gorman playing well so far on the boards. Williams, right back to Zietlow. Trying to go inside, now she gets Coonan. Coonan, right back out Parsons. Parsons looking inside, Coonan. Coonan working around her defender, no good. Rebound to Alverno, and it's Gorman again. Spearschneider.
Good thought there by Coonan, but she was a little out of position when she got there. She got around her defender, but she was not in a position to make an easy shot.
Barry down at the baseline, no good. Rebound tipped out by Gorman to herself, and Zietlow steals the ball away. Here comes Parsons. Parsons stolen away by Barry.
That should have been an over at the back there. Barry made contact with the basketball on her own side of the basket and crossed over. I can't see how the ref missed that one.
Gorman between the circles. So some sloppy offense so far by Concordia. That's Kennedy from 15. No good. Rebound tipped out, and it's Williams getting that one.
Jazz Williams really hustling to get those loose balls so far. She's been around the court a lot so far today.
Nice pass from Williams right inside to Parsons for an easy two, and it's 12-6 Concordia.
Concordia's turn to catch Alverno sleeping there. Alverno did not notice Camille Parsons cutting through the lane here, which is exactly what their 2-3 zone is designed to prevent.
Spearschneider across mid, now to Gorman. Gorman give Barry. Barry looking inside to Sharon, shot up and no good, she missed it. Ball tipped around, Coonan gathers. So Sharon from 3 feet misses, and Concordia preserves a 6-point lead.
Both teams a little offensively cold here so far. Concordia trying to warm itself out of its cold snap, and Alverno got a quick 6 points, but have not been able to muster much since.
Concordia came out on fire, made their first 4, and since then have really struggled as Williams dribbles the ball off her foot out of bounds, and it will go back to Alverno. Into the game for Alverno is Marissa Christian replaces Gorman, and for Concordia, Butler and Hendrickson back into the game for the Falcons.
Concordia traditionally a team that usually gets warmed up in the second half here. Just decided to get off to an early start, and it's probably for the better here as Alverno is a team that has proven that they're full of surprises.
Barry outside, guarded by Butler. Barry likes to work down to that baseline. Now back out to the left. Barry from 15 at the elbow, fires, no good, but a foul. Foul on Anna Butler, and Barry will go to the line for 2.
Falcons here so far, 3 fouls so far. Anna Butler finally gets her first foul, almost halfway through the first half here. Falcons need to avoid sending Alverno to the line here, in my own opinion, Bill. Alverno's a team that, like I said, can surprise you from any place.
Barry's first is up, and it is good. 12-7, Concordia leads. 10:50 left in the first half. On the season, Barry not a great free throw shooter at 57%, but that one looked pretty good for the junior guard. Second for Barry is up, and it is no good off the front rim, and Zietlow collects the rebound. Zietlow up ahead, Palukniak. Palukniak now dribbles right, looking, give back Zietlow. Hendrickson wanted it across the court. Give back now Palukniak inside Parsons. Parsons from 7 feet, turnaround shot no good. Rebound to Spearschneider, and back comes Alverno. Barry quickly up ahead. Barry from 16, good, she got it. 12-9 Concordia. It's a 9-2 run for the Inferno after Concordia ran out to a 10-0 lead, and suddenly it's a 12-9 game with 10:24 left in the first half.
Well, as we mentioned before, Alverno has a lot to play for tonight to try and get a higher seed going into the NAC tournament. And they're a team full of surprises here. And Concordia luckily did get out to a good start here. This might be a completely different basketball game here. But Alverno has responded in kind. And they've even switched up their defense. Now Alverno's playing a man-to-man and attempt to trip up Concordia even further. The Falcons really need to just pound it inside now. They're facing a man-to-man defense, which they're much more comfortable in the first place.
So Alverno so far today, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. We said that was one of the stats to watch. They attempt the second most shots in the conference from the free throw line, but shooting only 3 of 14 on field goals. So Concordia from the field playing some very good defense. Palukniak. Give to Coonan. Coonan nowhere to go. Trying to go inside. Nothing there. Here's Hendrickson on the right. Hendrickson trying to work the ball into Parsons. Can't do it. Give to Coonan. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Zietlow. Zietlow. Parsons. 5 on the shot clock. Parsons trying to work the ball inside. Ball almost thrown away. Parsons fires up a shot. No good. Rebound. Coonan. She got it.
Excellent patience there by Concordia. They entered an increasingly more desperate situation as it went there. Good fight there by Camille Parsons to get it up there to avoid the shot clock violation. And excellent positioning there by Megan Coonan.
Just a throwing it towards the rim situation for Parsons there. Barry with the ball outside right. Inside to Sharon. Sharon working on Coonan. Turnaround shot no good. She forced that one up. And Palukniak collects. Here she comes up the right side. Guarded by Spearschneider. Palupniak, now Parsons, now over to Hendrickson in the corner. No good. Rebound to Barry. Barry got up for that rebound.
So the man-to-man defense now seems to be stifling Concordia just as much as the zone did.
Spearschneider, outside right. Now Boteva. Boteva guarded by Hendrickson. Boteva looking inside, but no one's flashing to the lane. Back now Sharon, back to Boteva. 6 on the shot clock, 5 and 4 on the shot clock. Boteva still working around, 2 on the shot clock. Boteva fires one up, no good, rebound. Brought down by Concordia, that's a save for Kunin, and here comes Zelo. Zelo to Palupniak. Palupniak trying baseline, nothing there, and a push called on Barry.
Excellent defensive effort there by the Falcons as a team, in particular Tiffany Hendrickson, to stay with it there. Alverno just could not find a position to shoot with in that last defensive possession.
Parsons and Hendrickson out of the game. Butler and Jazz Williams back in the game. Also in the game are Devin Gorman and Kennedy, Kayla Kennedy for Alverno as they replace Sharon and Barry, and a ball off of Butler out of bounds to Alverno.
Falcons look like they're applying a, once again, three-quarter man-to-man press here as the Falcons are facing a team that, as I said before, has a lot to lose here tonight.
Alverno to Christian, might have traveled with that one, but gets the ball to Boteva. Boteva working her way down the baseline. Now outside to Spearschneider. Spearschneider thought about it, now goes up, now give back to Gorman from 7 feet, shot no good, rebound. All pink shirts down there, and Butler collects, give to Zelo. Swarming rebounding for Concordia. Nice play inside on the pass. Zelo is fouled, so the ball will go underneath to Concordia.
Once again, the Falcons are owning the defensive boards, which they need to do here. They need to do what they did, though, at the beginning of the game and convert those defensive rebounds into some points here. They're doing fine for denying Alverno the second opportunities, but they need to convert that into a lead.
Spearschneider steals the inbound as another inbound goes to a turnover for Concordia. Here she comes up the floor. Nice pass up ahead, and Kennedy collects. It is 14-11 Concordia, and the offense for the Falcons has slowed considerably since the first 2 minutes of this basketball game.
That's very, very true. The Falcons have been, they started out just fine, but suddenly they just went a little cold there. And Alverno, they've been denying Alverno plenty of opportunities, but eventually one's going to get through there. You have to find a way to respond early in the game. Yes, Concordia is typically a second half team, but you don't want to give Alverno too much of an advantage going into the locker room.
Concordia leads by 3. There's 7:47 left in the first half. This is the regular season finale for the Falcons as they will play either Edgewood or Lakeland on Saturday here at the Book at 7 o'clock. The men will play at 2 o'clock, and they face MSOE, a revenge game for the men as they lost to MSOE about a week ago down at the Kern. So far, Concordia playing well defensively, playing some very good defense from the field. But so far, the offense, after the first 2 minutes of scoring 10 points, has scored 4 in the last 11 minutes.
And the Falcons, this is uncharacteristic of them to score so little in the first half. Even at this juncture, they're not really a first half team. But they started off so strong to suddenly just sputter and only score 4 points. It's still a long stretch of time here is uncharacteristic of them. They really need to just dig down and focus more on these offensive efforts.
Concordia is struggling when Alverno plays in that zone, and now they go back to the man. Zelo, outside right. Looking inside, ball almost stolen away, Butler collects. Butler now at 7 feet, now dribble back out. Give to Williams, wide open, long to Jazz Williams, no good. Rebound to Kunin, she's fighting for it, but can't get it. Gorman collects. Here comes Alverno.
Good over there by Kunin, but she was just surrounded by too many black jerseys swatting at the ball. She just could not establish positive control of it.
Gorman throws the ball away into the bench, right off of Katie Luthi, and the ball will go back to Concordia.
Falcons, once again, are doing fine defensively there. Alverno, their offense has really never heated up that much either. Obviously, they only have 11 points. The Falcons need to reassert their dominance they had so early.
Pass outside to Butler. Butler now outside Palukniak. Fires up a three. She got it. Nothing but net. Allie Palukniak. And it's 17-11 Concordia.
This is the time you want to break out shots like that. Alverno's giving you nothing in the lane. You want to give the ball to the players who know how to hit it from behind the arc. Let them hit it a few times. Let Alverno know they got to play more than just inside defense.
Nice play by Jazz Williams as she tips the ball out of bounds. Ball will stay with Alverno. As Spearschneider back into the game for the Inferno. Checking out Boteva. Spearschneider will start the offense. She works right now left, give to Christian. Christian give now Kennedy. Kennedy ball tapped away by Palukniak. She recollects, and now we'll start the offense. Here we go. Chris Schneider, 2 seconds on the shot clock, fires up a long three. No good. Off the top. That is out of bounds. The ball will go to Concordia. Another stellar defensive performance.
Another bit of irony once again. Alverno desperate to avoid a shot clock violation, and the shot bounced up and off the shot clock. Alverno is only in this game so far because they've been managed to get to the free throw line, and the Falcons have not really ramped up their scoring attack.
Zone defense again employed by Alverno after the Palukniak three-pointer. Butler trying to go inside, travel with the ball, and it will go back to Concordia. Oh, they caught that one.
Alverno once again switching in defensive schemes in an attempt to trip up Concordia's ability to attack.
Parsons into the game. Luthi still out of the game. I don't think I've seen her take this long of a break all season.
Well, Coach Stacey Brenner-Jones trying several different things here to try to trip up Alverno. Alverno's trying plenty of different things with the Falcons. It only makes sense that Coach Stacey Brenner-Jones would try the same tack.
Spearschneider waving off the pick. Give now Barry. Barry to Gorman. Gorman might have traveled with the ball. Now give to Kennedy. Kennedy back Spearschneider. Long three. No good. Rebound to Coonan. Way to fight for that rebound there for Megan Coonan. Here comes Allie Palukniak. Palukniak outside right. Gives Zietlow. Zietlow launches a three. Good. Nothing but net for Zietlow. And it's 20-11 Concordia.
Once again, the Falcons realizing if Alverno wants to play inside, they put the ball in the hands of a player who knows how to shoot the three and make Alverno hurt from a distance.
Spearschneider give to Gorman. Gorman on the outside now to Kennedy. Kennedy guarded by Palukniak. Give Barry, guarded by Zietlow. Barry, as far as going to the lane, is probably one of their more threatening players. Ball now back to Gorman from Kennedy. Gorman now will drive. Gorman tries to go up, and they're going to call a foul on Parsons. Looked like, if anything, she got the ball, but they call a foul on Camille Parsons, and Gorman goes to the line for two.
And so that's one of those calls where Camille Parsons was convinced she had the ball, and that was supposed to be a travel or a jump ball. And Gorman benefits from the call here. Once again, Alverno has a chance to hurt Concordia from the free throw line.
Gorman's first is up and no good. She missed that terribly off to the right. Her jump shot looks fine, but that free throw shot did not look good whatsoever.
Alverno, one of those teams that's been meh at best, as I guess is the word we're looking for. They're not the best free throw shooting team. They're not terrible at it, but they don't exactly stand out amongst their peers. Right
in the middle is Alverno. The second one is up and good for Gorman, and it's 20-12 Concordia with 4:54 left in the first half. Here comes Jazz Williams. Now gives Zietlow. Zietlow playing off the ball with Williams in. Give Parsons at the top of the key. Now Palukniak. Now Williams. Back to Palukniak. 13 on the shot clock. Allie Palukniak inside. Nice move. No good. Rebound. Coonan up and good. Megan Coonan got it. And it's 22-12. Concordia, and a timeout called. A full timeout called by Alverno. 4:32 left in the first half, and the Falcons lead by 10. So after the last timeout, the Falcons themselves go on an 8-1 run, and now they're back out to a 10-point lead.
So once again, Alverno switching defensive schemes again. That time they went man-to-man. Allie Palukniak saw the gap to the lane and went for it. And so far, you got to give Concordia credit. They have dominated the boards throughout this game here. Their offensive boards, of course, not as strong as the defensive boards, but they've gotten plenty of second opportunities through Megan Coonan, who's kept it alive. And the Falcons, combining rebounding along with, of course, a three-point attack that they broke out of nowhere, have once again changed the face of this game for the third time in the first half.
Concordia with a couple of three-pointers here in the last minute and a half or so. Also, as you were saying, Nathan, 17-9 advantage on the boards. So Concordia doing a very nice job, and 15 of those are defensive rebounds. So not only doing a nice job on the boards, but also holding Alverno to one-and-done possessions, as Alverno is only shooting 21% so far in the first half.
So Alverno is a very good defensive team. As we mentioned before, they don't really stand out too many statistical categories. They're right in the middle on a lot of them here. And that's what's really hurting them here today, is the Falcons have a lot of weapons, and they're utilizing them very, very well. Alverno is, of course, changing defenses, trying their best to try different things to keep the Falcons' offense off edge. But the Falcons have so many weapons that they've been hurting the Inferno from beyond the three-point line and inside.
Kalupniak, Williams, Zietlow, Kunin, and Parsons in the game for Concordia. Spearschneider, Barry, Kennedy, Gorman, and Sharon in the game for Alverno. Gorman with the ball at 7 feet. Inside on Parsons. Shot up and no good. Rebound fought for by Sharon. She collects and gets the save. Out to Barry. Long two-pointer. No good. Rebound tipped up to Sharon. She got it and got the two. 22-14. Concordia leads by 8.
Alverno not quitting on that possession as best they could here. And they're not out of this game yet. They're just having a few more rough patches than Concordia has been having.
Skip pass to Palupniak. She's got nowhere to go. Give to Parsons. Parsons looking for a skip pass, but nothing was there. Parsons now inside. Kunin. Kunin fights through the defense. No good. Rebound to Alverno. Kennedy. Here comes Spearschneider. Spearschneider working quickly. Tries to go up. Shot no good, but a foul.
Concordia has managed to avoid foul trouble, even though they got a few early here, Bill. But they've been really doing themselves no favors by putting some of Alverno's better players on the free throw line. So far, it's worked out for them. But you don't want to hand them too many opportunities going into the locker room.
Parsons collects her second foul, so she will probably be exiting the game. First shot for Spearschneider is no good. Into the game for Concordia. Hendrickson, Butler, as well as Michaela Garrels in the game as well. So Garris in the game, still no Katie Luthi. Rebound, fought for and gathered by Barry. Spearschneider missed them both. 3:30 left in the first half. It's an 8-point lead for Concordia. Butler on Spearschneider. Get to Gorman. Gorman works away around the screen. Now fires up a long two. No good. Rebound to Zietlow, and Concordia collects.
Once again, Concordia owning the defensive boards, and this has been the key to them staying ahead of Alverno.
Zietlow working her way into Garris. Now outside, Hendrickson from 15. Good. Tiffany Hendrickson got it. 10-point lead for Concordia.
I love the way the Falcons move the ball there. Zietlow saw Garris on the block. Garris realized she didn't have the move. Tiffany Hendrickson made the cut to the outside, kick the ball out, and get them a smart shot, not the best shot.
Kennedy inside to Sharon. Sharon on Garris. Shot no good. Garris, nice defense by the Falcons. And here comes Butler up ahead. Hendrickson, ball tipped away and gathered by Spearschneider. Lazy pass by Butler. Here comes Spearschneider, straight up. Jump stop, up and good. And it's 24-16 Concordia.
In Anna Butler's defense, I don't think Tiffany Hendrickson was expecting that pass too much. Anna Butler had a good idea there, but I don't think her and Tiffany Hendrickson were on the same page.
Butler. Outside right, there's 2:20 left in the first half, and Concordia has an 8-point lead. Here's Palupniak. Inside, Garris. Now, ball tipped away, but right to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries going turnaround, nothing there. Here's Zietlow. 7 on the shot clock. Zietlow still looking for somewhere to go. Now, skip pass, Butler, no good. Rebound to Hendrickson, collects. Back to Butler. Now to Zietlow. Zietlow, 15, inside. Ball, a travel's going to be called. Travel on Zietlow, ball back to Alverno.
It's a darn shame there because there was a lot of effort on the Falcons' end of keeping that offensive alive. But Brittany Zietlow, I think she doesn't believe she traveled. She thinks she was fouled, but the whistle did not reflect that.
Spearschneider will bring the ball up now to Barry. Minute 50 left in the first half. Barry right down the lane on Zietlow, no good. Here comes Zietlow on the run out. Zietlow straight up the floor. He's got a 3-on-2. Oh boy, a blocking foul, and Zietlow went down hard on her backside. She's going to need some help getting up.
Plenty of people in this house thought that should have been intentional to the way she was hit from behind. Poor Zelo was just surrounded by black jerseys going up there. And she hit the deck hard, but she got right back up because she's just a regular trooper.
First shot coming for Brittany Zietlow. It is up and it is good. 25-16, Concordia leads.
It speaks volumes of what kind of player Brittany Zietlow is, that she hit the deck that hard and goes to the free throw line, and clearly the impact with the hardwood did not phase her one bit. I mean, it clearly knocked the wind out of her, but she's got her focus right back.
Second shot coming for Zietlow as Coonan checked back into the game. No good. Rebound to Alverno. And Spearschneider will collect and bring the ball up. 25-16, Concordia leads by 9. Minute and a half left in the first half. Spearschneider guarded by Butler. Butler doing a nice job to stay out of foul trouble. Outside back to Spearschneider from Christian. Inside now, Barry. Barry turnaround jump shot. Up and good. Nice shot by Barry. And it's 25-18, Concordia.
Bit of a mismatch there. Brittany Zietlow playing on the post against Ashley Barry. Zielo's managed to stay with it, but that's a 5-inch difference right there. And women's basketball, that can mean a lot.
Hendrickson thought about a three and passed it up. Now inside Coonan. Coonan goes up. Ball blocked by Gorman, but she throws the ball away, and it'll stay with Concordia. 12 on the shot clock. Zietlow with a bit of a trudge off the court, as I think that impact has affected her more than she thought. Hendrickson to bring the ball in, and they're going to say it's a conference of the officials, and the ball will stay with Concordia.
Brittany Zietlow going to the bench. It's a wise move there. You don't want to be too careful this juncture in the season. You want to let her get her bearings back about her, make sure she's 100% before you put her back in the basketball game.
6 on the shot clock. Give to Palupniak. Palupniak at the free throw line. Now outside Butler. Butler's going to have to fire something up. No good. Air ball. And it is back to Alverno with 43 and a half left. And you have to wonder if Katie Luthi is hurt, because she hasn't come off the bench since about the 12-minute mark.
Stacey Brunner-Jones, I believe, trying to save Katie Luthi, her main offensive weapon, for later in the game here. Maybe physical problems will have something to do with it, but she has been notably absent here down the stretch, and I believe it has made a bit of a difference.
Kennedy works away inside. Give back Gorman. Gorman at 15. Lost Palupniak. Back to Kennedy. Long shot. Good. She got it. 25-20. It's a 5-point game for Concordia. They were just leading by 10. 14 in the first half. Now it's 11. Hendrickson from 7 feet. No good. Rebound. Hendrickson got it. She goes up and missed that one. 4 seconds left. Here comes Kennedy. 2 seconds. Kennedy's got to fire one up at the buzzer. No good. Rebound. Gorman, she hit it, but it does not count. So we're going to go into the half. 25-20. We'll take a break and be back with the second half stats, storylines, and some keys for the second half. You're watching Falcon Basketball. And welcome everybody back to the John Book Fieldhouse. We're at halftime, the regular season finale for the Concordia women's basketball team, and Concordia leads by 5 at the half, 25-20 over the Alverno Inferno. And some halftime stats to give you right now. Concordia leading the way is Anna Butler with 6 points, 3 players with 4 points, and that would be Brittany Zietlow, Tiffany Hendrickson, as well as Megan Coonan, and 2 Concordia Falcons in foul trouble, both starters. That would be Camille Parsons as well as Katie Luthi, and Katie Luthi only got 7 minutes in the first half. Leading the way for Alverno, Ashley Berry with 5 points, and Devin Gorman with 5 points as well for the Inferno. Alverno only with 3 turnovers, Concordia with 10 turnovers in the first half. Has to be one of the telling stats so far today.
That is the big one here. Concordia not playing the smartest basketball they could here. Alverno attacking the basketball constantly, switching defenses, keeping the Falcons off their game. However, the Falcons are shooting better, and they are denying the second opportunities to the Inferno that the Inferno would need to take control of this game here. The telling stat right here, the rebounding battle is being won clearly by Concordia by a tally of 25-15 in favor of the Falcons.
So Concordia so far in the first half shooting 10 of 26 from the field goal, from the field I should say, good for 38%, 2 of 5 from 3-point, and 3 of 4 from the line. Even more telling though is that Alverno comes into this game averaging just about 20 free throws a game, 4 of 8 so far in the first half, and really not shooting very well from the stripe. They're a better shooting team than that, but even better for Concordia as far as their defense is played. 27% Alverno is shooting in the first half from the field, 8 of 29, and 0 of 4 from the three-point stripe. So Nathan, we talked about how Concordia has to come in this game with a sense of revenge, but also a sense that they need their defense to clamp down on this Alverno offense, and so far they've done the trick.
That's very, very true here. This will be a very different game if Alverno could really ramp up their offense. And so far, Alverno, any advantage they have here comes from catching Concordia momentarily off guard here. Concordia's done an exemplary job of keeping Alverno off balance on offense, but Alverno's returning the favor here. The Falcons, the key to the second half here is going to be to ramp up the offense, take some chances, pound it inside, and see if he can't get fouled, because Concordia is an excellent free throw shooting team. They can't be afraid to take their shots inside the paint. Alverno's denying them the paint. They need to fight their way in there and take it. Katie Luthi coming out here to start the second half. She's got 2 fouls. Maybe we'll see a lot of that attack coming from her.
You have to think this game would look a little bit differently as well if Concordia didn't have 10 turnovers in the first half.
So Alverno using their speed very, very judiciously, and Alverno makes very few mistakes themselves. They're not a very big turnover team. I mentioned before, they lead the second in the conference in terms of the least amount of turnovers per game here, and they so far have done a much better job of protecting the ball than Concordia usually does.
Spearschneider with the ball outside left, now inside Gorman. Gorman misplayed the ball, stolen away by Butler. Here she comes. Butler straight down the middle of the lane. Shot no, and a foul. Let's see if they give her 2 shots.
I think it should be a 2-shot here, and I don't mean to sling mud here, but
they're going to say underneath.
I disagree with that. And once again, not to sling mud, but Spearschneider kind of threw her shoulder into Butler. That is also grounds for intentional. The refs letting him play. I'm not saying she did it intentionally, but Alverno really being a very, very foul-heavy team here. They foul hard.
Luthi's shot no good. Rebound by Alverno. They bring the ball up. That's Kennedy, and now here's Bateva. Bateva now to Kennedy. They really throw those elbows around pretty drastically as well. Sharon shot no good. Rebound tipped out to Zietlow. Sharon had nobody in front of her. Could have had an easy layup.
We're taking advantage of Concordia's shifting defense there, but Concordia dodged a bullet.
Parsons now out to Butler. Butler to Hendrickson. Hendrickson with a quick trigger. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Inside Luthi. Luthi looking to make up some time. Shot up and no good. Rebound to Gorman, and back comes Alverno. Could have been a foul there on Parsons. Kennedy. Outside Spearschneider. Spearschneider inside to Gorman. Nice pass right off of her hands, out of bounds. Back to Concordia.
Good defense there by Katie Luthi. She could have slowed up a step there, but she stayed with Gorman, stayed in front of her, got the tip so Gorman couldn't handle the ball, and Gorman just let it slip right through her fingers.
Zietlow brings the ball up slowly for Concordia. Outside, Butler. Butler back to Zietlow on the baseline. 2-3 zone here. Inside, Luthi. Give back Parsons. Parsons with 8 in the shot clock. Gives Zietlow. Parsons gives the pick. Here comes Zietlow around the pick. Zietlow outside. Hendrickson, long two. No good. Rebound. Gathered by Butler. Nice rebound. Outside, Luthi. Swing pass to Zietlow. Zietlow thought about it, passed it up. Now give Hendrickson. Hendrickson back to, she was knocked over. Now to Luthi. Luthi into the lane. Flying shot, no good. Rebound to Alverno. Batava up the floor quickly. Shot up, no good. Rebound tipped away and gathered by Parsons.
Falcons continuing to dominate the boards. I think Katie Luthi is taking my advice. They're just not calling anything in her favor.
Parsons outside Hendrickson. Hendrickson looking to get inside. There's Luthi. Luthi back outside. Zietlow fires up a three. She got it. Katie Luthi opens the scoring in the second half, and it's 28-20 Concordia.
Once again, Falcons trying another way to spark the offense. They can't get it inside. Why not give it to Brittany Zietlow on the outside? Let her shoot a three. See what happens.
Spearschneider now to Gorman. Gorman outside. Batava inside now. Sharon. Sharon on Luthi. Sharon shot no good. Rebound to Butler. Fights away Gorman. And back she comes up the floor.
Anna Butler has been everywhere tonight.
Inside Luthi. Now back outside. Wide open shot. Hendrickson. No good. Rebound to Alverno.
Once again, Falcons moving the ball very efficiently. The shot just was not there that time.
Hendrickson doesn't miss all that often, that alone. And they call a timeout, I believe. A 30-second timeout called by Alverno. Coach Duckworth called that one. 16:59 left in this basketball game, and Concordia leads by 8.
Batava there got trapped on the side there, but made her turn to make a freshman mistake. Picked up her dribble. And Alverno has come out of the locker room in these first 3 minutes. They've been very, very uneven. They may have got a few looks here, but their shooting so far has not improved very much. And Concordia is still ruling the roost on the rebounds here. And as I said, Katie Luthi seems to have taken my advice to hit it inside, but they just have not been calling anything for her.
Brittany Zietlow opened up the scoring here in the second half with a three-pointer. Concordia again playing some great defense so far. We're struggling with the live stats, but we'll try to keep them as live as possible as we go through this basketball game. Outside, that's Barry. Barry guarded by Williams, fresh into the game. Inside Gorman. Gorman shot up and good. Gorman got around Parsons, and she can't afford to foul much more. Camille Parsons gives up the easy two, and it's 28-22 Concordia. Williams. Now Zietlow on the left. Over to Butler. Butler back to Luthi on the top of the key. Now Zietlow. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Luthi. Luthi goes down the lane. Shut up and good. No. Offensive foul. They're going to wave off the basket.
Katie Luthi just cannot catch a break on that inside player. She picks up her third foul in the offensive. I thought she was finally going to get the call there. But once again, Katie Luthi just draws the short straw and picks up foul number 3. And Katie Luthi headed right back to the bench.
That shot was away. They could have given her the bucket, but they call no bucket there. Offensive foul, and it remains a 6-point lead for Concordia. Spearschneider, outside right. Looking to go inside, guarded by Butler. Now to Batava, outside to Kennedy. Kennedy working on Zietlow. Give Gorman. Gorman working down the lane against Coonan. Up and no good. Rebound to Williams as Williams took a shot from Batava and no call. Jazz Williams, bounce pass to Zietlow. Zietlow works around, now inside to Williams, trying to get down to her. Barry knocked the ball away, and it is out of bounds to Alverno.
Once again, don't mean to sling mud here, but a lot of the fouls have been very selectively called, I would have to say here. It's a lot of contacts going on here, and there seems to be no real pattern as to what they would rule a foul, what they wouldn't rule.
They're definitely letting them play tonight, as there's only 10 total fouls in the game. Make it 11. Shot up and good for Spearschneider, and she will go to the line for the extra. Foul on Butler. Her second. Spearschneider 0 for 2 so far today. First is up, and it is good. Nothing but net as she makes that one. And it is 28-25 Concordia.
Falcons in need of a score here. They want to recapture the momentum that they tried to capture earlier in this half.
Ball tipped into the air. Outside. Nice tip by Coonan to get the ball back outside. Now to Williams. Williams thought about the drive. Now inside. Coonan. Coonan working. Left hook. No good. Rebound to Gorman.
Unfortunately, Coonan's left hand is not her strong suit. It was an excellent move there. But if it had been from the other side, it would have been different.
Pateva working on Williams. Williams looking for the steal. Now outside to Kennedy. Inside, Gorman on the float. No, she didn't collect. Now she gets down the lane and wide open too for Gorman, and Devin Gorman makes it a 1-point game. Timeout called by Coach Bruner Jones. A full timeout. 14:52 left in the ball game, and it's a 1-point lead for Concordia.
Gorman showing excellent poise there here. Got caught in an awkward position on the baseline. Managed to use that to her advantage. Faked out Megan Coonan and got to the basket here. And Alverno is right back in this basketball game. And it's a 1-point game.
So Concordia dealing with some foul trouble. Camille Parsons with 2 fouls. Katie Luther with 3 fouls and has played very sparingly so far today. Only about 11 minutes so far in this game. And Anna Butler now with 2 fouls, and we seem to call her name anytime we talk about foul trouble for the Falcons.
So the Falcons not doing themselves any favors, but I have to reiterate here, Katie Luthy tried to pound it inside to try to get it in there. She just could not draw a foul to save her life, and that seemed to be her main goal there. And now the Falcons are scratching their heads as to what they seem to want to do next.
There have been 11 fouls called in this game, 7 of them on the Falcons, and it's not for a lack of contact on the part of Alverno. They really seem to, for lack of a better term, get away with a lot. They seem to cause contact, but they don't get fouls called on them.
That's very true. They are first in the conference in terms of least fouls called on any team in this conference.
Not for a lack of effort, though, I'll tell you that. Zelo up the floor. Concordia collects here, now 14:50 left in the ball game. Coonan, nice play up and no good. Rebound to Alverno. They are down 1, and Alverno can take their first lead of the game. Inside Bateva. Bateva shot up, no good. She might have gotten fouled. And back comes Butler. Here comes Parsons. Parsons looking to go underneath, but nothing there. Here's Zelo. Now swing to Butler. Butler back to Zelo. Zelo thought about the 3, now tries to go inside. Ball's thrown away, and a foul on the floor. And it looks like we're going to stay here, so that foul will be called on Gorman. Her first personal.
Falcons finally getting some luck there on the inside foul situation.
Hendrickson into the game for Coonan, so Concordia goes real small. 4 guards on the floor for the Falcons.
The Falcons are going to try to work on their outside game here to stifle Alverno's ability to control the lane.
Williams to go inside. Williams might have traveled, woes up and makes it. Jazz Williams with an easy 2, and it's 30-27, Concordia.
Jazz Williams taking control here, giving a shot in the arm to Concordia here. They really needed some offense there because they've been kind of cold since Brittany Zelo's 3.
Spearshine looking to go inside. Foul on Williams on the hook, and the ball will be out of bounds to Alverno.
Jazz Williams was unlucky there. She just had an odd position there when there was contact made.
Barry falls down against Butler, and Butler will pick up her 3rd foul.
The Jazz Williams one I could see. I did not see where the foul was on that one. That looked like just
Barry falling down.
Really, if Barry just fell down.
So Butler's 3rd foul. Inside Barry on the inside move on the line, and she makes that one easily. 30-29, Concordia leads. Williams to bring the ball up. Gotta wonder if they're gonna take Butler out. Zelo, now back to Williams. Give Butler. You know you're going small when Hendrickson's playing the middle. Hendrickson underneath. Hendrickson goes up. Nice move by Hendrickson. 32-29, Concordia.
I believe they went with Tiffany Hendrickson because 1, she's a little bit faster than Megan Coonan. 2, she can actually move around players a lot easier. And 3, she can play both sides of the block. Megan Coonan does not have a very strong left-hand layup.
Maybe a little bit more experience there as well. Spear Schneider, guarded by Williams. Now give to Bateva, guarded by Hendrickson. Bateva goes up, fires one up, no good. Rebound to Zietlow, and Concordia controls.
Falcons need to start racking up some scores on each possession here just to reassert their dominance.
Williams fires a three, no good. Rebound. Parsons collects, up good, and a foul.
Camille Parsons keeping the opportunity alive there. Once again, the Falcons managing to outboard Alverno, even though there were a lot of black shirts in that lane.
Gorman coming off the floor as Barry picks up her second foul. Also Kennedy off the floor. Sharon and Christian in for the Inferno. Camille Parsons at the line to try to make it a 6-point game. Shot is up, and it is no good short. Rebound to Alverno. That's Sharon. Spearschneider across midcourt. Guarded by Williams. Now give Barry, guarded by Butler. We'll see if she tries to make a move on Anna Butler here. Barry from 17. No, in and out, no good. Rebound to Hendrickson, and she gives to Williams.
Falcons dodging a bullet there. That could have easily been an easy 2 score. And a bad pass there by Jazz Williams.
Bad pass leads to a turnover. Up ahead, here comes Batava. Batava up, no good. Rebound to Parsons. Nice rebound by Camille Parsons as she races back up the floor.
Seeing Alverno shooting well is continuing to haunt them. Falcons doing what they need to do, just getting the board and denying Alverno a chance to get another 2 points on a second opportunity.
Zietlow fires a three, no good. Rebound to Alverno.
Christian, excellent job getting out there to distract Zietlow just enough to miss that 3.
Spearschneider's shot, no good. So it's a lot of quick shots within about 10 seconds of the shot clock starting up here.
Falcons slowing it into this possession. Hopefully looking for the smart shot, not the first shot.
Inside to Williams, well tipped, but Williams collects and hits it.
That works too. Jazz Williams, once again, proving that she's more than a ball handler. Excellent cutter there. You don't expect to see a player her size cut into the lane between the bigs of Alverno the way she does.
And Caitlin Sharon did not play much defense there, and she has about 6 inches on Jasmine Williams. Spearschneider, guarded by Zietlow, goes up from 7 feet. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Zietlow. Some pushing going on underneath again. Here comes Zietlow up the floor quickly. She's got numbers. Now back side Parsons. Parsons nowhere to go though. She has to get back out to Zietlow. Inside Hendrickson. Hendrickson from 5. No good. Rebound to Alverno. Looks like a timeout called by the Inferno. 11 minutes left in this basketball game, and Concordia leads by 7.
Falcons seem to be finding their footing here in the last 2 minutes. They're attacking the basket with a little more confidence. They're shooting from different areas of the floor and hitting. And Alverno, who will think they might take the lead here earlier on, have gone cold here once again. They're going on one of their perennial cold snaps, but they just can't seem to buy a bucket. And the Falcons are taking advantage of that. The last play there, I honestly think Brittany Zietlow was looking for Tiffany Hendrickson, but I think Camille Parsons didn't know that and kind of stole the pass from her own player.
So Concordia leads by 7. We have 11 minutes left in the ball game. The Falcons not without their own foul trouble, however, as Anna Butler has 3, Luthi has 3, Parsons has 2. So they will be dealing with that for the rest of the game. And Concordia has, they're calling it both ways. They're really laying off the fouls in this game. There won't be a lot of free throw shot, I have a feeling. And Concordia might be the benefactor of that because Alverno does have a knack of getting to the free throw line.
That's true, Bill, but there's a lot of time left in this game with 11:02 left. With 4 fouls on the team, you want to be a little careful there, especially with Katie Luthi carrying 3 in her pocket. You want to play conservatively, but the refs, they've been letting them play out here, but they've been calling fouls at some of the most inopportune times for Concordia.
Palukniak on the floor with Hendrickson, Zietlow, Parsons, and Luthi. Spearschneider, Barry, Christian, Sharon, and Gorman on the floor for Alverno. Christian with the ball, inside, working right against Luthi. Shot no good. Rebound to Gorman. Gorman goes up. No good. She got blocked by the rim. Back comes Parsons. Parsons up the floor. Looking for a spot to go. Ball knocked away by Gorman, and a jump ball? No jump ball. Inside to Parsons, and a timeout called by Coach Bruner Jones as she gives a scolding to Camille Parsons.
That was a very interesting play there. Once again, was there a foul? Was there a jump ball? I don't know, but there was no whistle. So play just resumed there. It was kind of interesting to see how that play turned out there. Coach Brunner Jones calling the timeout here just to keep possession of the ball.
Well, definitely playing to the whistle here, and it looked like Camille Parsons was tied up there at about 5 feet from the hoop, and she did have Katie Luthi open, and I think that's what Coach Brunner Jones was saying, is to get that ball to your outlet on the left side when you do have that opportunity. Freddie the Falcon having some fun on the sideline for Concordia. Ball inside, ball outside to Palukniak, now to Luthi. Luthi works her way to Hendrickson. Now Palukniak. Palukniak thought about the three, passed it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Parsons outside Zietlow. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Outside now Palukniak fires up a three. No good. Rebound to Luthi. She fires a shot up, is fouled, and she will go to the line for two.
Katie Luthi finally gets the foul there, and it was very, very obvious she was being tag teamed there. Katie Luthi saving that possession there. Good shot by Allison Palukniak to get it up there, but good job Katie Luthi to get that second opportunity and finally get to the free throw line.
Luthi's first is up, and it is good. So Katie Luthi's been very silent all game, but it's more because of her foul trouble than anything else. Christian out of the game. Back into the game is Bateva for the Inferno. Second shot coming for Luthi. It is up, and it is good. 38-29, Concordia leads.
Katie Luthi scoring her first points of this half. She only has 4 here today. Hampered as by foul trouble she has been.
Spearschneider guarded by Palukniak. Up ahead, Bateva. Looking to get the ball inside, as they do have Concordia's interior in foul trouble. Barry, outside. Bateva, long three, no good. Rebound to Barry, and she comes out of the pack with it. So Alverno with a reload. Bateva on the baseline. Now Sharon inside to Barry. Barry shot up, good, and a foul.
Once again, the mismatch. Barry facing up against Brittany Zietlow. The 5-inch difference there. It's automatic disadvantage there for poor Zietlow.
Zietlow's first foul of the game. The bucket and the foul. The extra shot coming for Barry. That shot is up and good. 38-32, Concordia leads with 9:40 left of the ball game.
Interesting stat here. The Falcons don't have a single player in double fingers yet, and yet they're still in the lead.
Luthi outside left, Palukniak. Palukniak working baseline. Guarded by Barry. Now back Luthi. Luthi guarded by Bateva. 9 on the shot clock. Luthi back, sets in. Now Palukniak. Ball tied up by Gorman, and that will stay here with Concordia, but there are 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Palukniak almost fouled there, didn't quite get there in time. Those were almost full calls either way, but the jump ball was the correct call, and the Falcons are in a catch-and-shoot situation.
A little bit of time. Palukniak wide open three. No good. Rebound to Sharon. Back comes Alverno. Up ahead quickly. This is Barry. Barry guarded by Hendrickson. Gets a pick. Goes around. 15 feet. Good. She got it. In and out and back in. And it's 38-34 Concordia.
Once again, the Falcons managed to eke out a small lead here. Only have it chipped away here. Hopefully Concordia can continue the pattern of just getting out of range of Alverno.
Zietlow trying to work her way inside. Nothing doing. Palukniak now outside right. 10 on the shot clock. Parsons works around Sharon. Shot blocked by Gorman. And Alverno collects. Spearschneider. Comes up, comes back, and sets the offense. Here's Bateva. Bateva fires up a three, steps into it. No good. Rebound to Concordia.
Concordia still maintaining control of those defensive boards. It's going to be really important these next 8 minutes.
Hendrickson thought about the three, passed it up. Now Zietlow working baseline. Back Luthi. Luthi fires up a three. Got it, Katie Luthi. And it's 41-34 Concordia. Coach Brunner Jones calls a full timeout. Exactly 8 minutes left in this basketball game. Concordia leads by 7.
And Katie Luthi coming alive when they need her to here. They needed something big here. They needed a score. They needed something to take the wind out of Alverno's sails here. As I said, Alverno always managing to chip away at the lead no matter where it comes from. But the Falcons need to just keep pushing themselves out of Alverno's range here because Falcons are becoming very unlucky on the offensive end this game.
So Alverno trails, has never led in this basketball game. And again, not shooting particularly well in this second half. Looks like Ashley Berry unofficially with 12 points so far to lead the Inferno. But other than her, stone cold so far for the Inferno, and credit the defense of Concordia, that stringent man-to-man defense that Coach Bruner Jones commands of her team has really had an effect, but doesn't go without the foul trouble that Concordia is currently in. Almost all of their interior is in foul trouble, save for Megan Coonan and Anna Butler as well with 3 fouls.
There's a defense definitely the key to this game so far here, Bill, as I mentioned before, and it still holds. Even with that 3 from Katie Luthi, the Falcons are still leading, and yet not a single player of theirs has scored in double figures. The highest right now is Brittany Zietlow and Katie Luthi, both with 7.
On the floor for Alverno, Barry, Bateva, Spearschneider, Gorman, and Sharon. On the floor for Concordia, Coonan is in the game, as well as Luthi, Palukniak, Zietlow, and Butler. So 2 freshmen in the game for Coach Bruner Jones. Sharon on the inside, guarded by Coonan. Now give back to Bateva. Bateva works around the screen, gives Spearschneider on the left. She works her way back between the circles. Now give to Barry. Barry, the leading scorer so far today. Gorman falls down on the inside. 2 seconds on the shot clock. She's got to get the ball up. And she hits. No. Rebound to Gorman, though. On the inside by Luthi. Gorman up and good. And Gorman lost her shoe a little bit. Gets that back on quickly, and it's 41-36 Concordia. Zietlow on the right. Looking inside. Nothing there. Give Palukniak. Palukniak works her way inside. Luthi, ball tipped away. Here's Coonan. Coonan now to Butler. Butler back, Luthi. 9 on the shot clock. Luthi flying down the lane. Offensive foul for the junior, and that will be her 4th. Now she's just forcing it.
That was the right call there. Devin Gorman got in position, and Katie Luthi tried to force it in there. That's not what she needed right there. Camille Parsons coming out there as Luthi picks up number 4. And Coach Bruner Jones looks like she's going to try to save her for the stretch.
So Luthi with 4 fouls. Concordia with 6. So now Alverno is in the bonus. Been pretty minimalistic with our free throw shooting so far today. Spearschneider right down the lane. No good, but a foul.
Looks like Alverno's trying to increase their traffic in the lane in hopes of getting to the free throw line on their own side.
Palukniak picks up her first foul, and that will put Alverno in the bonus for the rest of the way. This was a shooting foul. First shot for Spearschneider is up and good. Jazz Williams into the game for Palukniak, trying to get someone a little bit quicker on Spearschneider. Second shot up, no good. Rebound to Williams. She saves inside to Parsons. Nice play by Jazz Williams. Back comes Zietlow. 6:40 left in the ball game. 4-point lead for Concordia. Looking inside, they've got Coonan. Coonan working her way around. Up, no good. Rebound to Gorman. Back comes Gorman quickly.
I have to reiterate, Megan Coonan is not very strong going around and using her left hand. It has not worked for her all day.
Bateva looking inside. That's Gorman. Gorman working her way around. Coonan, shot no good. Rebound to Butler. Butler outfights Barry for that one. 6 minutes left. Concordia leads by 4. Parsons. Now it's Williams. Williams thought about it. Pulls it back out. Now inside ball tipped away by Gorman. Nice defense by Alverno. And a turnover by Concordia.
This could change the game here. Spearschneider's driving.
Kennedy up and good from Spearschneider, and it's a 2-point game with 5:45 left. Concordia will set the offense. The Falcons have led all game. Zietlow to Butler. Looking inside, nothing going there. Give Williams. Williams fires up a 3, short, no good. Rebound to Alverno. Williams steals it away, and she tries to save. She does, but nobody's there to help her. Back comes Alverno with a 5-on-4. Alverno inside, ball might have been kicked, is gathered by Butler on the steal, and it's 3-on-1. Here comes Zelo. Zelo up ahead, Williams, nice play. No, she missed it. Rebound to Kuhn, she's fouled, but no bucket.
Concordia's perseverance pays off there. There was a lot of close calls there. This game could have changed here. Alverno managed to finally tie it, but Concordia dodges the bullet. Kuhn finally gets fouled on the inside and will shoot the 2.
Jez Williams, not a great shooter, but for what she lacks in shooting, she more than makes up for in pure effort on the defensive side. First shot for Kuhn is no good. It's a 2-point lead for Concordia, tenuous lead right now as Hendrickson checks into the game for Williams. Kuhnen's second shot coming. It is up and it is good. Nothing but net for Megan Kuhnen, the freshman. 42-39, Concordia. Bateva, now to Barry. Barry will bring the ball up against Parsons. Barry looking to work against Parsons. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Parsons. 4:50 left in the ball game. A 3-point lead for Concordia. Parsons on the left. Give to Butler. 2-3 zone. Here's Parsons again. Thought about it, passed it up. Now give to Zietlow. Looks like they'll take as much time as they need. Hendrickson with the ball. Hendrickson fake shot, no good. Rebound. Fought for by Butler, but she knocked it out of bounds, and it will go back to Alverno.
It looks like Coach Stacey Berner-Jones is begging the case that her players are being fouled underneath. And Alverno calls a timeout. But Coach Stacey Berner-Jones is believing her. She's beginning to sing the same song I am. She thinks that the refs are letting Alverno play a little bit harder than Concordia is allowed to play.
Both teams, Concordia with 7 fouls so far this half, and Alverno with 5. But I think we've seen about 12 combined fouls that haven't been called. So the referee's definitely letting the players play as much as they want.
It's very, very true here, but it's getting kind of hazardous out there. A lot of players have just been hitting the deck left and right, and half the time I don't know what's going on. Concordia, however, needs to fight through it. Obviously, they're not going to get the calls they want to, so rather than trying to get to the free throw line, they should concentrate on fighting through the contact and just getting the basket. Eventually, they'll get lucky and get an and one. But right now, the officiating is not going to give you anything in the lane, so don't expect anything in the lane. Take your time, get the ball inside, go strong to the hoop. If they call it, they don't. If they do, they don't, they don't. Let it go and just do what you can with what you got.
Bodies have been hitting the deck all half. Concordia leads by 3. There's 4:31 left in this basketball game. Concordia, again, cannot lose any ground going into the tournament by losing this basketball game, but we do want some momentum going into the tournament game that they have coming up on Saturday night at 7 o'clock here at the booth. Alverno can lose some ground with a loss here today. They have clinched a spot in the tournament, but they haven't clinched their seed yet. Spearschneider up quickly against Butler. Butler gets a hard pick from Gorman. Didn't get called out there by Kuhnen. 15 on the shot clock. That's Barry at 23 feet. Barry outside, still outside. Now to Bateva. Now Kennedy. Kennedy with 8 on the shot clock. Goes around the pick against Hendrickson. Kennedy at 7 feet. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound to Hendrickson. She collects, and there's 4 minutes left. Concordia leads by 3.
Excellent defensive there by Concordia, once again forcing Alverno to take away the clock and make a desperate shot. And once again, owning the boards defensively.
Hendrickson outside right. 3:45 left. Now Parsons. Parsons looking to go inside to Kuhnen, but nothing there. Now outside Zietlow. 7 on the shot clock. Zietlow looking to work inside. Nothing doing there. Zietlow outside. Parsons fires up a 3. No good. Rebound to Kuhnen. She got it over Kennedy. Outside. That's Butler. Let's see if they take another 30 off. Zietlow, no. She fires a 3. No good. Rebound to Kennedy.
Oh, early the shot there, but Bridget Zietlow, she was open there. but you want to take a few more seconds off the clock before you try that shot.
Spear-Schneider guarded by Butler. Now give to Bateva. Now Kennedy between the circles. Give to Barry. Barry, the leading scorer so far. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Butler. Nobody underneath for Alverno.
Alverno shooting and rebounding woes continue on the offensive end. It's a wonder Alverno is still even in this game. Some of their shooting has been downright ugly at times.
42-39, an all-out defensive slugfest. Coonan inside. Moves against Gorman. Shot no good. She ran right over Gorman, but Gorman wasn't set. Spear-Schneider now. Up ahead. Shot up. No good and a foul. They get Butler with a foul. Both players hit the deck there. Butler across the arm. That is her fourth. So Concordia now with two players with 4 fouls and both starters, Luthi with the other. Spear-Schneider's first is no good. She missed another one. Alverno is 7 of 13 from the free throw stripe and is down 3. Something as simple as free throws. Second shot is up and good. 42-40. Concordia leads. We have 2.5 minutes left here at the Book.
Falcons need to score here once again just to put a little buffer zone. Take some more time off the shot clock than just 10 seconds.
You'd love to see it out to 2 possessions right now. That's Camille Parsons for 3. No good. Rebound. Butler tried to fight for it. Spear-Schneider brings it down. And back she comes with a 3-on-2. Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy shot up. Good and a foul. Kayla Kennedy will go to the line.
Brittany Zietlow made that foul more out of frustration than anything. And now this game could radically change here now as Alverno has a chance to take its first lead in the entire game.
Kennedy shot no good. Rebound to Concordia. Luthi in the game. So Concordia with 2 players with 4 fouls, both on the floor. We have 2 minutes left in the ball game. Tied at 42. Parsons, now Butler. 2-3 zone. Here's Hendrickson. Thought about it, passed it up. Inside, Luthi. Luthi working on Gorman. Luthi, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound to Alverno. Alverno, that's Spear-Schneider now coming up the floor. Here's Bateva. Couldn't find Kennedy. Now to Gorman. Gorman up ahead, up and good. Luthi couldn't foul her, and Gorman gets an easy 2, and it's 44-42. Alverno has their first lead. Inside, Parsons at 15. Out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries baseline. Hendrickson up, blocked by Gorman. Minute 5 left. Alverno collects and controls.
The game and the face of the game really changed here as Alverno is now firmly in control of this basketball game.
Need to stop here for Concordia. Down the lane, Spear-Schneider. Up ahead, Barry. Barry shot. Good. And Alverno leads by 4. 45 seconds left. Concordia has led the entire game up to the last minute and a half.
Alverno, their patience finally pays off here as they catch Concordia with a few bad possessions there, a few blown layups. Megan Coonan given a golden opportunity, wasting it. Katie Luthi playing scared in the lane and shooting a layup that was too soft. A few missed threes. And Alverno, as I said, their perseverance on the offensive end finally pays off for them as they now have a 4-point lead with 45.6 points left in the game. And the Falcons are in a very unfamiliar position.
Concordia has not lost at home for 2 months. They lost to Maranatha Baptist 52-50. That was back on the 8th of December. So the Falcons since then have won every conference home game. They've lost a few games, one to Calvin and and that was the last home loss they have. But in the conference, they're 7-1 in the season at home and in danger of being 7-2 as they're down 4 with 45 seconds left. And now they got to rely on either a quick bucket, getting up the floor very quickly before 30 seconds, getting a bucket and playing defense, or firing up a 3-pointer and getting within one point.
We're just seeing see what Coach Burner Jones has up her sleeve here Falcons are now in a high-pressure situation, and this is what they're going to have to face come turning time. So practice makes perfect, and this is the situation. That's the name of the game right now.
Alverno peels off. They're going to run. I was wondering if they would bring pressure, but they don't. Here comes Zietlow, quick with the floor. 42 seconds left. Zietlow on the left. Back, Hendrickson fires up a three, blocked, and Alverno collects. Spearschneider blocked the shot. Bateva fouled hard by Zietlow with 31 seconds left.
I think the unsung hero here, I don't think we mentioned it enough during this game, is Alverno's defense. Alverno has the third best defense in terms of keeping opponents scoring down in the entire conference here, and they have really gotten under Concordia's skin here today, and CUW has not been able to get its scoring attack in rhythm all day.
First shot for Bateva is no good. She missed it. So it remains a 4-point lead with 31 seconds left. Alverno with a foul to give. You wonder why they aren't going to be challenging this free throw, or at least the rebound. Bateva's second shot is good. 5-point lead for Alverno. Back comes Concordia. They got to go up quick. Here's Zietlow. Zietlow outside. Hendrickson. Hendrickson fires up a three. No good. Rebound and over off the backboard. That is out of bounds.
Falcon situation went from dire to worse right there. Hendrickson got her open shot, but she was not able to square herself up properly. Now Alverno is entirely in control of its own destiny.
Foul by Luthi on Gorman, and Gorman hits the deck. Luthi will foul out of the basketball game. Concordia down 5 with 20 seconds left, and Concordia started this game up 10-0 and has been outscored by 15 points since then.
Well, I always say it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, Bill, and in this case, Falcons ran right out of the gate here, but down here coming to the finish line, they just don't seem to have enough juice to push it over here. 20 seconds left. They may make me eat my words, but the odds are looking grim.
First shot for Gorman is up and good. She puts all of her body into that one. 48-42, and if this becomes a 3-possession game, Concordia might be in trouble. Second shot is good. It's a 7-point lead for Alverno. 19 seconds left. Back comes Zietlow. Zietlow fires up a three. No good. Rebound to Alverno. Foul on the floor. Loose ball foul called on Concordia.
I believe it's on Palukniak, who went over the back of a player trying to get at that loose ball.
Concordia did have Concordia in the double, Alverno in the double bonus as Barry's first is up and good. 12.9 left, and it's an 8-point lead for Alverno as they've pulled away here in the second half. Second shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound to Hendrickson. Here's Butler. 9 seconds left. Butler's going to have to fire one up. Here's Parsons. Parsons give to Hendrickson. Hendrickson fires up a three. Good. She got it. 50-45. Might be too little too late. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Alverno gets the victory and the 5 seed in the tournament. Concordia again jumped out to a 10-0 lead and were then promptly outscored 50-35 the rest of the way. Lose by 5 points here today. What did you see, Nathan, that turned the tide of this basketball game?
Well, I think I mentioned it a few minutes before here, but the unsung hero here really was Alverno's defense. As I mentioned, they're number 3 in the conference, and it showed here today. Concordia loves to score between 50, 60, sometimes as much as 70 points a game here, and they just did not have that going for them here today. Alverno got under their skin, spoiled Concordia's scoring attack, kept them off balance. Concordia got plenty of second opportunities, and Alverno's physical play just kept Concordia from ever finding the scoring rhythm that helps them win games, and this is a very bitter pill for the Falcons to swallow, as Alverno is the only team in the North Division to manage to sweep them this year.
So Concordia swallows a tough pill tonight. They lose by 5 points, but they will live to play another day. They do have a game coming up here on Saturday at the Brook here on the Bluff in Mequon. That game will be against either Lakeland or Edgewood here at 7 o'clock. So come on out. That is the first round of the NAC tournament. 50-45, Concordia loses today. We will see you on Saturday. For Nathan Kerner, I'm Bill Miller saying good night and be safe.